I'm going to show you a few things about my Subaru Outback 2024. It's at 10,000 kilometers now, so I thought I'd be... Oh god, I've scratched the roof already. Yeah! I thought I'd do a review for anybody that wants to buy a vehicle like this for canoeing, or kayaking, but canoeing. So the first thing are these. It comes with its own roof rack system, good and bad. The Forester I had 2 cars ago. This is my second Outback. I had a black Outback, never again, too many scratches in the bush, trees hitting it on the dirt roads, whatever. So I got a different color. Anyway, but it's a hot day today. Holy shit. So yeah, it comes with its own roof rack system, which is cool. I think it's really cool that actually every Subaru commercial you see, they're out camping, canoeing, kayaking, whatever. I think it's great. So it comes up with its own roof rack system. Goods and bads, it has a roof rack system. Fantastic, right? But it's a single system for one canoe. You can't put 2. My old Forester, I put my own rack on, and I was able to do that. You can't do that on this unless you take this off and screw into your roof, and you can do it, but I'm not doing that. It's a lot of money too. It starts like $800 to do that. So I'm not taking 2 canoes. I'm just taking 1 now, I guess. But it does have a system. If you get the Wilderness, the Outback Wilderness, you can do it with your own system, but not with the regular Outback. Forester, yes you can. Not sure. They get all excited and promote this as the great for canoeists because it comes with its own rack. But again, 1 canoe. But all you do that, and then goes off to that side. Okay, that's on there. Same idea. So you, in the wintertime, when I'm not using the roof rack, I put them to the side and it's out of the way, which is good because you can hear the wind going through here. If you don't have a canoe on, or even if you have a canoe on, in the summer you can always hear when you're inside, shh, the wind. So yeah, real easy like that. I know that sounds silly, but a lot of people don't even know that this system happens, or has it. I am talking to myself. My neighbor is out. She's wondering what I'm doing. She's talking to herself as well. But yeah, that's the roof rack system. Woo, she's hot one. All right. Point number 1. Whew. Now you might want to put a foam pad here, one of those poodle noodles, so it doesn't mark up the back or hit your car. You do whatever you want. I used to do the poodle noodle. It's a car. I'm a canoeist. Scratches happen. So I'm going to do 2 tie downs with straps, and then we'll go from there. Watch this happen. The one thing some people have said online is that the one thing they don't like about the roof rack system is that the bar is bent, not straight, and therefore it's not structurally sound. I disagree with that. I'd rather have it bent, actually, not straight. It's fine by me. It's my second Outback. I had a Forester before that. Simply love the vehicles. Goods and bads about a Subaru. They're expensive, but at the end of the day, it's going to get you where you're going, especially in the wintertime, or going off back roads. I don't do extreme back roading, but nowhere so my buddy's vehicle would ever go. So it's actually up higher. I think it's 2 inches higher. I'll just put it down below. I think it's around 2 inches higher or more for clearance. And I've had this in back roads for the last 2 months or more. And yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a big difference between my other 2019 Outback. And like I said, the other Outback was black. Do not buy black. Scratches, scratches, scratches everywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna strap this on. And then I'll show you what I do to the front and the back to tie it down, which is actually more critical in this video than all the other stuff I'm showing you. Right. When you're doing this part, when you're cinching it, don't put it down here. Put it as high as you can. It tightens better. It's just like one of those, what's called the trucker hitch. Put it underneath, fiddle around until you find it. Make sure the straps aren't twisted, like they are now. Kevin! Oh my goodness, all right, there we go. It's going to storm soon. It's a heat wave. I'm not sure what's happening in your area right now. It's a heat wave. So I'm going out fishing tomorrow. I've got my, I'm not used to this. I don't know about you guys. I'm not used to this thing. It's just crazy. I'm used to a car key. Turning the ignition on with a car key. I'm still looking at the manual every night before I go to bed. Just saying. I gotta say, it's nothing to do with with canoeing, but the one thing about the vehicle, it has that gas, Eagle gas button. So basically, when you stop at the set of lights and the engine shuts off, and then you push the button, or actually you don't push the button, you can push the A button. But all you have to do is put your foot off the brake, back on the gas again, the engine goes on again. I'm old-fashioned. I don't like that. It drives me up the wall. And you can't override it. I think there probably is some illegal way to override it, but anyway. All I do, every time I start the engine and head out in the morning, I push that button. I'm going to show you some other things with that as well inside to do with Canoeists, and this will mean something once I get this done. Hold on. Okay, I always tie down the back and the front so the canoe doesn't sway side by side, especially when you pass a big heavy truck on the highway. I don't get this part about Subaru. Sorry, but the Wilderness probably has it, but I don't have the money for the extended Wilderness Subaru Outback. I would like to have it, but I don't. So you would think if they're promoting canoes, sorry, if they're promoting vehicles that carry canoes, they'd have a proper tie down in the back and front. You would think. They don't. My 2019 had nothing. It had a piece of metal here, but they're right there onto the left side, the driver's side, is the muffler. There's nothing to tie down. You don't want to tie down in the muffler, the rope would burn. But the 2024 has a hook on this side. It really does. In fact, I just made a loop like this. So instead of me, because I get vertigo, I can't really lie down and look up. I get all dizzy and whatever. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I know where the hook is, I think. Oh, wait a minute, where's the hook? Oh, there it is. So it's a piece of metal. So I got it, no problem. No problem, just solutions. And then, what I had to do here is get my tow anchor out of the back where my spare tire is and use that. And I did that in my 2019 vehicle as well. It works perfectly, except everyone comes up to me in the parking lot, oh, did you get towed? What happened? No, I didn't get towed, I'm just using. Now, I did find out through a friend that inside the 2024, maybe even the ones before that, there's 2 hooks inside. So I can get some type of attachment, which I haven't done yet, but I'm working on it, inside, put the paracord out, put it in the middle, and tie the paracord inside, and then tie it down from there. And that would make sense. I don't know if I really want to do that. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, here we go. Trucker's hitch. I'll show you a trucker's hitch if you don't know how to do a you should know how to do a trucker's hitch, because this is the best knot at all in the whole world to tie a boat down. Okay. Put the rabbit's ear in the hole, like that. Snake goes through the hole, pull it down, and then tie it down with what's called a slip knot, which again is another rabbit ear through the hole. It's called a slip knot because it's really easy to loosen and tighten. Right? And then the extra rope just goes up here. Oh, she's a warm day. There you go. Back's done. Let's do the front. Okay, to do the front, I don't want to wreck the paint job. I don't want this rubbing. So here's a little trick for you. Wait till I open the hood. And by the way, the 2024 hood is the old-fashioned type. Watch this. Holy crap, that's hot. Woo. All right, so see, I'm worried about this, right? Because the old one is that it lifted on its own, but it's got this mechanism here, the old-fashioned hood. Now, it's not going to fit where it's supposed to fit, but it will figure itself out. Okay, so don't worry about that. What I've done is if I got these little loops you can get at any outdoor store. You can make them on your own, actually. And any car has bolts along the side, and you just bolt it in. The 2024 though, you have to take this plastic off, which is really easy. Just pull these clips out, bolt it down, clip it back in. It's really easy to do, but I didn't know that when I got it, and it took me a good half hour scratching my head. But anyway, but you can do it. So there we got that. We got another one on the other side. Now that's what I'm eventually going to do in the back, with those clips on the back, with ropes coming out instead of I'm in an accident, pull me out of the ditch hitch thing. But yeah, haven't done that yet. All right, here we go. So, got those out. We're gonna close the hood. Oh, sorry. Oh my lord. Close the hood. Tie it to the one side. I always use what's called the angler's knot. I'll do a thing on knots sometime, but flip this around 6 times. Snake goes around the tree at least 6 times. It doesn't slip on you. And why I like that knot, I don't know if you can see that, but why I like that knot is so easy to undo. Like, there we go. It is undone. All right. So angler's knot. Snake goes around the tree at least 6 times. It's called angler's knot because that's how you tie your fish hook on. The dog's sitting in the car because she thinks we're going on a trip. Poor. We're not going till tomorrow, doggy. Put it through here. And again, oh Lord, it's a heat wave here. It's 35 without even humidity. So trucker's hitch. Do that again. The trucker's hitch. Trucker's hitch. There. Woo. Oh man. Here we go. Slip knot. I would do this twice so it doesn't slip. It's not going to slip, but do it twice. Why not? Bring it around. I tell you right now, doing this car, woo, heat wave, sunstroke. This canoe is not going anywhere. It is tight as can be on that vehicle. You all right? All right. The one thing about the back hatch is that you just basically have to touch the back of it and it opens up for you. And then you just have to touch it and it locks and seals. That's great, except if you have a canoe in the back and you want to get stuff out of the back, it will go and then go back again and close itself. Drives me up the wall. So, all you have to do, and I'll watch a YouTube video for this, there's a button right beside the steering wheel, on and off. You can actually turn that off so that doesn't happen. So turn it off, and then you can do it like the old-fashioned way, just open up yourself, so it's not going to go like that. Yeah, it took me a couple of weeks to figure that out. But thanks to YouTube and the owner's manual, and actually, I'm actually good friends with the Subaru, Peterborough Subaru, actually. This is my 3rd vehicle up there. Not a sponsor whatsoever. I hate saying that. I don't want to say this is not a sponsored, it's not. I bought full price of this vehicle. It cost me a lot of money. Anyway, but they're good friends and I trust them, mechanics especially. What I did do for the mechanic said, if you're going to add anything extra, you know, when you buy a car, they want you to add extra. Do the extra monies for the electronics. Because they said the electronics in here, you can put the wires out and they'll go 2 kilometers long. So if anything's going to happen the first year or two, it's going to be electronics. So I did that. Other than that, no, I just paid the full price. Actually, I got a bit of a deal. It was on sale that day, and I went there that day. Let's just say I'm a writer with no full-time job right now, and I found out I lost my job at the college the day I picked this vehicle up. Lord help us, all right, I'll show you a couple more things. Okay, one more thing. Well, I probably have a couple more things, but this is kind of important. See the light there that's turned off. So what this vehicle does is that when you go over the road line on your right side or even left side, it wakes you up and says, hey, you're off the road. Well, that's fine and dandy if you're doing you know, trips to your job in the middle of the city, and you're coming home late at night and you're falling asleep. I think that's great. But I'm doing really twisty roads in the back roads. It's going to be going off all the time, and it did. So you just go to there, and you go into settings, and you just go through the settings, and you can find the settings where you can actually turn that off. So that's what I did. I turned it off so that doesn't go on and beep all the time. Okay. The other is that you do this, and if you want X mode, on or off. Now, I would use that maybe in the winter, maybe a really bad back road, but I find the Subaru Outback is fine in normal or somewhat moderate normal. I would call it like a class 2 rapid, class 2 tech rapid. It's fine without the X mode. If you're doing a class 3 or waterfall, you better put that X mode on. So that's how you do that. It's right there. It also tells you the weather forecast, which is fine and dandy. It's got everything, as long as it's got John Denver. Does it have John Denver? I think it does. It does. If I go to my media, it connects to all what's on my phone. So yeah, so I go to that, and it shows. I can go to YouTube and listen to John Denver. I can go to Spotify or whatever. It's kind of cool. Anyway, that's nothing to do with putting a canoe on your vehicle, but John Denver is important. Okay, yeah. The only other thing, it does, you put your phone in here, and it does charge your phone without plugging it in. I'd plug it in. It doesn't take as long, and I find it really warms up my phone, which doesn't damage it, but yeah. And here's that button of evilness. So just turn it off, and then that won't turn your engine off every time you stop the lights. Just drives me crazy. Okay, there you go. Well, as you can see, a little bit of a sweat going on. Heat wave outside. Actually, the camera shut off because it got too hot. I got a Sony mirrorless. I forget which one it is, but never happened before. But it happened. So yeah, a little stinky hot out there. Hope you got it all. I'll put it all together, and you'll watch it right now, obviously. But yeah, the Subaru. Love Subarus. I always have, to be quite honest. This is on my third one, and yeah, it won't be my last. And I would say the only negative owning a Subaru, once they start breaking down, which happened to my older one, I drive a lot, like a lot. Then yeah, just get another one, because the amount of money you spend putting into a Subaru when it starts breaking down, it's not worth it. It's a good vehicle before that happens. Yeah, and for going backcountry, camping, and everything else, yeah, they're a little bit expensive, but they generally don't break down. If they do, something major has happened, but that's why I've always got the Subaru. I don't want my vehicle breaking down. I don't want to do a fly-in and then come back to the vehicle on a dirt road and have it not start. I don't want that. So that hasn't happened with the Subaru. 2024, I love the color, green, and the reason why is nobody else likes it. You gotta be original, you gotta be me. Yeah, I love that color. Okay, so I went over how to tie it on, goods and bads of that. I would say, yeah, if you have the money, do the Wilderness or maybe a Forester. I like my Forester when I had it. It's a little higher up, but actually the Outback, why I like the Outback, it actually has just as much room, but lengthwise, than volume. And the engine is awesome. Like, nothing to do with canoeing, but oh man, if you want to pass a truck on the highway, woo, yeah, far more than the Forester. But the Forester does have the ability to put your own canoe rack on with 2 canoes as opposed to 1. Kind of missing that. I don't think I'll go back to the Forester though. I like my Outback. Woo! Man, it's hot. Okay, hope that helped. there you go. I'll do more of this, by the way, and I'll do some backroad stuff. That'd be cool. Oh, I'll be that backroad YouTuber with a car. Oh, that's where I'll make my millions.